Welcome back to the OpenVINO channel. In video 48, we introduced the deep learning streamer. The DL streamer is a component of the OpenVINO toolkit that allows you to easily build full video analytic pipelines in multiple ways. Get an input video file or a camera or an RTSP feed, decode, prepare for inference, run detection, classification, overlay the results, and so on. Each of these pipeline stages is executed on every frame. So we are executing the inference, which is a pretty heavy operation, on all the frames. But the objects are not moving that fast, and it is pretty obvious that this is the same taxi in all of these frames. So if I could detect the taxi on frame 0 and track it using less expensive operation on the next frames, I can save many inference operations. In general, many operations do not need every frame detection. For example, if you are performing smile detection, it is obvious that a smile takes much more than a few milliseconds, so no need to detect a smile on every frame. So in this example, I can run inference detection on every 5 frames, for example, and in between, I can just track the objects. Taking this pipeline, for example, the decode stage is streaming frames one after the other. And we perform GVA detect on every frame, and then GVA classify on every frame. So many operations done on every frame, one after the other. But I can skip detections using inference interval. Here, I'm running inference only on every 6th frame. And I can skip classification. Here, I classify only every 4th frame. And I can compensate using GVA track by tracking between frames. Basically, GVA track will track every object detected until it will get a new set of objects. Let's see it working. As always, initialize OpenVINO and go to the DL streamer sample directory. You have to run the download model script. Let's go to the vehicle and pedestrian tracking sample, and let's look inside. You can see here that the detection interval are set to 10 by default, so inference every 10th frame. Here is the actual GStreamer pipeline, and you can see here the GVA track, the tracking between the detection and classification. And I'm going to remove these 2 lines, so yes, we will start with no tracking. Let's run the sample with parameter 1, meaning inference every frame, and you can see pretty good detection on all the vehicles. Moving to 10, inference on every 10th frame. And to 30, and you can see that I'm getting results only about once a second. Now, let's get the tracking back and rerun the sample with inference only on 30th frame. And you can see that the tracking is completing the detection between the frames. Pretty cool. We have just seen how, with the DL streamer tracking, we can reduce significantly the amount of required inferences without compromising on the final application results. Enjoy it. Thank you.